just testing if I sounded okay. I'm gonna try my best to not laugh. 'Cause I don't know, I feel like my laugh gets kind of squeaky sometimes. And preferably, I do not hurt your ears. Right? I know it's only been like a couple minutes since I went offline, but okay, I don't have any other excuse. I was kind of lonely. I got lonely, so I wanted to see you guys again while I do some arts and crafts and maybe ASMR to help you fall asleep. Should we go here? I'm a little doggo. Do you like me as a doggo? I think, honestly, I look more like a wolf than a dog. Or maybe a husky. Huskies are my favorite breed, so that might be nice. Oh my gosh, look how cute I look. Dog model reveal. Can you hear me properly? I don't know. I need to keep track of if my mic is picking up me. Oh wait, I have an idea. Hold on. I think this might be better for you to hear. This is fun. Oh no, my wires. Okay, so can you hear? Can you hear my tapping? Maybe you can't hear. How about now? I just don't want it to be too loud. This is kind of like the test stream. You have me on 3%. Goddamn. Can you even hear my voice if I'm on 3%? Oh, you can definitely hear that. It's fun. 3% is comfy. You're right. My nails are super short right now, so it might not be the best tap tap. Let me know if anything sounds too loud, including my voice. I don't really know. Is this a good ASMR sound? Wait, we should have. You know what we should have? Wait, let me check if I'm whispering too quietly. Let's see. Hello. Where am I? Like, hello? Hello. Okay. Hello. Oh my gosh. It's hard to keep track of if I sound okay. Oh gosh, I dropped it. here for some ASMR. Some ASMR. ASMR. I don't know if you can, like, hear me swallow. I'm gonna try my best to be as quiet as possible. I don't know. I guess that's just how it works. I'm gonna give myself a mic. Be right back. Just an image of a mic so that we can tell that what we're trying to do is ASMR right now. Um, mic. How does this look? Does this look kind of crazy? How about now? Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. Be a little bit closer. Ow, 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 ow. I think that's good, kind of. Hi, Kiwi. Hi. Yeah, we're trying ASMR right now. I actually ended stream, like, not long ago. Then, I got needy. Because of the game I was playing. Needy streamer overload. Hi, Pudding. Trying ASMR. Oh, I forgot to get some water. What mic is called the HyperX Quadcast? Yes. Do you like it? Is it okay? Is it too much? It's kind of sensitive right now. Yes, amazing. A couple people he is, but to do some ASMR, and I was like, I don't know if I can, but you know, this is a good test stream for November Stuff-a-thon, so that I can have something better prepared for you. Yeah. Thank you for doing your taxes, Kiwi. Tax, 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 tax. Oh, that was loud. this art justice. Ooh, do you guys have any ASMR channel recommendations? Usually I don't really watch ASMR VTubers other than Sky. I think I prefer it in video form where I can pick and choose which one to listen to. And also the ASMR on Twitch is not the type of ASMR that I enjoy the most, which is like kind of themed. I don't really know. Like self-care, hair brushing, back scratching. This is your first time hearing it. Oh my gosh. Well, let us hope that it will enlighten you to the world of ASMR. I'm like laughing in lowercase, bro. Hi, Kiwi. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is gonna be pretty wholesome. So, I hope you'll have fun. There's a lot of creative ASMR out there, and it just looks so much fun. I've seen the mean girl does your makeup and has aggressive ass tapping, but it's actually pretty nice. I think feeling tingles in your brain are one of the best feelings on this planet. So, I hope you guys can experience that too. Am I talking too much? I'm really just going with the flow here. I'm so glad I'm doing something like not that important. Come everyone. Come. Come. Back. Later you should get one of those 3D mics. That would be amazing. That sounds really fun. Because I could go from ear to ear. I think it's 3DO mic. Like ear mold mic or something like that. I actually have it listed on my throne wish list. It's I made it so that contributions can be made to it because it's on the pricier side. But yeah, it'd be nice because I can go from one ear to the other. To the other. Right and left. Oh, that's the wrong way. Right cannot, how do I imitate it? Oh, I could get a stuffed animal to pet. Good idea. Okay, I'm gonna go get some water bucket because I have paint and get a stuffed animal so I could give you guys head pats. I'll be right back. Hello. I feel like capturing my voice sometimes. I need to get super close. But the problem is I don't want to breathe on you guys. It's gonna sound like a dog panting. And it might be a little bit weird. Okay, are you ready to receive your head pats? Is this... Can you hear it? Scratch, scratch. I don't think you can. Maybe a brush. Scratch, scratch. Yeah, well, let's just pretend that worked. I'm gonna put this bunny stuffed animal on my lap. Because it seems it didn't work. Yeah, I don't see it registering on the mic either. I'll have to try something else next time. I do have a wig, so I might be able to brush your hair next time. Hydrate. Let's try this way, actually. Ah. Hi, Jonito. Baya. Greetings. Greetings, humans. Gently. Gentle, 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 gentle. We're trying out some ASMR. Feel free. conscious about. Water some more. Okay. Very well. Thank you for appreciate just say it nicely. Endo will ban I should have more routines. Oh, I was actually going to add a Korean redeem because I want to not forget how to speak and communicate in Korean. Redeem. Just no swear words. Don't swear in Korean. I don't swear in Korean because it sounds very harsh. Thank you, Kiwi. Thank you, thank you. I hope we'll see each other again soon. I appreciate you. Have a good sleep. Dreams. I'm gonna add the points now, the reward now, because I don't like waiting. Because there's a good chance that I'll forget. That's right. If you're learning Korean and want to communicate with me so that you get some practice, let's see how much sounds like a reasonable maybe 400. Disappeared. Oh, okay, so it's along with bonk and hydrate. I think that's pretty reasonable. guys like talking better or me tapping, just like object sounds. It's like inconsistent because of my mic. It's good enough. Dream. From now on, you will only have good dreams. The mic. My mic keeps cutting out. No. No. I don't know. I guess I can't speak too quietly or else my mic won't pick it up. Satch. Hello. I guess I need it like directly under me. Some dog. Ow. Oh, can you not hear me? Oh gosh. I feel like the mic keeps cutting out. I wish I could hear myself without you guys hearing me too. Hello. Hello. Uh, hello. Hello. Mic test. Mic test. Closer. Okay. This is like way too close for comfort, but I think there's no way the mic's gonna cut off if I'm this close, right? Wow, wow. Woof, woof. Woof, woof. Woof, woof. Okay. You're okay. Stay safe, drink water. Sounds good, Eto. Thank you so much for joining. I hope the ASMR helped you fall asleep. Sweet dreams. Good night. Now, let's hope. Oh. Let's hope my mic doesn't break on me.
Hey! Listen!
Oh, that scared me. Holy. Itoshi say, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I wonder, are you having trouble falling asleep? Sleep time. Maybe some comfy ASMR would help. Yeah, soft giggle. Yes, good job on doing your taxes. I'm very proud of you. I'm so very proud of you. Taxes, moon coins, all of the above. We are going into the depths of the night, as I must finish this project before I go to sleep, so we'll be together for a while. Oh my gosh, you actually are the first one to claim redeem that this stream. People always forget to redeem the first one. Congrats. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Like test. Okay. Everything is good. Too loud. That was too much. Yeah, I think because my mic is not meant for ASMR, we will stick to my voice for now. Hopefully, my voice is bearable for a very long time. Time to glue. Time to glue this to my paper. I did like how you were able to hear the background noise earlier a little bit, so we're gonna try that again. Hopefully it will The side. Don't need to be scared. Thank you for the headband, Sarah. Appreciate it. Because it's nighttime, you don't have anything to worry about. All you have to worry about is going to just hit the bed and focus on my voice, and everything will be okay. You sleep early and wake up early. I'm going to be so proud of you. I'll give you double the amount of headpads. Morning headpads. Sounds like a plan. Good, good. My ASMRs are supposed to make you fall into deep, deep sleep. If you have to leave so that you don't have the stream on for all night, that is okay. I'm doing this for you because I want to have the best sleep ever. Best. You can listen from bed if that helps you. Just listen to my voice and close your eyes. You don't need to worry about a single thing. Turn on shining in your face at night. Just remember, I'll be with you until you fall asleep. I'll be right here. To the dream world we go. ASMR is perfect for if you have insomnia or trouble sleeping. As you focus on my voice and nothing else, just how comfortable you are in bed and how glad you are that you accomplished your day. I'm so proud of you that you made it this far. And you made another day. Sleep, sleep, sleep. To get some supplies. It's not too loud. It should be good. Perfect. If you need someone to talk to, I'd like to ask you about your day. You can say it out loud or in your head. What did you do today? What's something you don't have to think about any other regrets or things you couldn't do. Just think about the positive and how you made it this far. You've done so well. And I don't think you hear that enough. So I'm going to repeat it again. I'm so proud of you. No matter how much you accomplish throughout the day, I'll still be proud of you. Because you made it noises. Please bear with me. Feel free to laugh if it makes any farting noises, but I'm going to try my best to make sure it doesn't. It's a little bit silly. The paint is feeling a little silly today. I feel a little silly today, do you? No matter how silly you are, make sure to not commit tax fraud. You never know what will happen. Okay, there it goes. That's the farting sound. Man, puffy paint is a lot harder than I thought. It's like trying to control something that just wants to get out. The demons inside of me. That was my stomach. Did you hear that? Sorry. Or should I say, the wolves inside of me. I forgot how the meme goes. It's like, I have two wolves inside of me, and they're gay and want to kiss. Let them kiss, is all I have to say. Thank you, my friend, for enlightening me about this meme. Exactly. Hi, Darren Shan. Let them kiss. Kiss, 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 kiss. Kiss, 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 kiss. So cute. I think I also saw merch of that meme. It would be very funny if I got one. Would you like to match with me, Darren? The wolves inside of me t-shirts. Honestly, I would. Oh, of course, yes. Thank you. Thank you for indulging in my crazy endeavors. I don't. Okay. Oh, I forgot a crucial step of this process. I have to splatter paint everywhere. I hope I don't get it on you guys. Let's hope not. That would be very bad. I feel like my stomach is gonna rumble at any moment. I ate dinner. Did I? I did. Kind of. I had dinner, but it was like I was streaming, so I didn't get to eat that much. And it's actually cold and sitting on the left of me. Hi, Royer. You don't speak English, that's okay. What language do you speak? Perhaps I speak a language that you speak, and it might be easier to communicate. Otherwise, Royer, I suggest you turn on the captions. On my stream, I added some extensions so that language learners and perhaps those with accessibility issues would find it easier to enjoy my content. So, if you can, please turn on the captions. It will show at the bottom of the stream. Let me know if you need any help. It kind of doesn't count. Yes, I don't think it counts. Yet, I doubt you would want to hear my mouth sounds during ASMR, so it's either mouth sounds or tummy grumbling. And I think I would rather have my tummy grumble. Because mouth sounds are very specific, and if not done carefully, it can sound disturbingly gross, perhaps. Yeah. Oh, yes. Let me get paint real quick, but before that, if you're enjoying this stream, make sure to follow. We're trying to grow our community so that more people can fall asleep with ease. Thank you. I guess all the art supplies are about to fall down. But it's okay, because you guys, and make sure to mute before I catch anything that falls down. Yeah, paint, no problem. I will save your ears any day. Oh, I need to get one more thing. Don't miss me too much. Okay. Although I would say, if my tummy rumbling bothers you, I can go grab a snack. I can't guarantee that it'll stop, because it rumbles sometimes when it digests. It has a mind of its own. I apologize. I promise I am not doing this on purpose. Oh, there it is. At this point, I think it's bothering me more than it's bothering you. But you know what? That's just extra ASMR sounds. A hungry wolf. I'm gonna put wolf. What's the troubles? The troubles are my stomach rumbling. Really? You can't hear my tummy rumbles? You're not joking. You actually can't hear my tummy rumble. Might be good. Really? Would you like to hear it? I'm kidding. Oh gosh, I need to get white paint. I'm gonna move a couple things so that I don't cause an art disaster in my room. Let's put away my box for now. Okay. That's good. That will spare me any embarrassment, Dale. It's so embarrassing when you're in a quiet room, like in a classroom, or a meeting, or virtually anywhere. It's total silence, and then your stomach decides to grumble. The mischievous stomach it is. They are. I don't know. It's 6 a.m. So late for you. You're gonna stand in the kitchen and make a sandwich. Sounds like a good idea. I can never go to sleep if I'm hungry. And that is a fact. I refuse to go to sleep hungry. Never ever. I don't think it's good for you. Is it? Maybe it is good for you if you fast. But it's not good for me. I refuse to believe that being hungry is good for you. I'll be right back to get some white paint. It comes in a big tub. Alright, I promise I won't leave. I think I have everything. You fell asleep in the silent classroom listening to your tutor talking. You snore when you sleep. It happens. But in a place where you shouldn't be sleeping, it might be difficult to sleep without people noticing. You'll be missing me when you sleep. Just don't miss me too much, 'cause I'll always come back. Always, always, always. Forever and ever. As long as you're with me, I will always come back. Alright, listen to me. You cannot go to sleep hungry. That is against the rules. And the rules are me. I am the rules. And you cannot disobey the rules, right? You're gonna get a mean migraine. See? You have to eat. This puffy paint is getting everywhere. It's like a black blood crime scene on my hands. I swear I didn't do anything. I'm just hungry. Oh, you eat small things throughout the day. That's very smart. I think I usually do that too. It's easier to digest small meals. Maybe 4 throughout the day. Then 3 big meals. Just make sure you eat at least 3 meals a day. Or even 2. But 1 is not acceptable. Please eat at least 2 meals a day. I say 2 at least because I know life can get really busy. But I will scold you if you eat only 1 meal. That is not enough for you to get through the day. And let me add, coffee is not a meal. Yeah, I know, hot take. You can't drink coffee in the morning and call it a meal. Okay. You can technically, as long as you have 2 other meals, lunch and dinner. You feel attacked. I'm warning you. You don't wanna see me when you're not taking care of yourself. I will come over to your house, make you food, and force feed you. Okay, maybe not force feed you, but I will feed you if you don't take care of yourself. You're usually asleep, so you'll eat dinner and then little nibbles throughout the night. Honestly, I used to do that too, but I would not recommend it, as your circadian rhythm will be fucked in the ass very hard, and you'll be tired throughout the day, most likely. Imagining me breaking through the window. Hey, no one said that I'm breaking in. I'm an elegant lady. I will use the front door, unless it's locked. I should leave it open. Yeah, of course. Actually, no. Please don't leave your front doors open. For safety. Safety number 1. But for me, I'll let you know when I'm coming in. Can't be tired throughout the day if you're falling you actually leave it unlocked. That's not very good. I would be scared for my life. The world may be scary at times. Oh, 20 minutes before. I do have a question. Why don't you just open the door for them when they knock? It's a whole walk-in clinic.
Hey,
for 20
listen.
minutes. Hello, my tick Nocturne. Hello, Nocturne. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it so much. Welcome to tonight's late night stream. I'm having a lot of fun actually.
Hey, listen.
Hi, Eliam. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Because you're probably not even awake enough to have proper clothes on. Damn, I see your logic there. Oh, guys, do you want to know something fun? I bought glow in the dark paint. Isn't that exciting? 100% was an impulse buy. I had absolutely no use for it other than for my own enjoyment and happiness, which is a great reason in itself, but possibly not valid enough to get it. But now that I have it, we should use it, right? It would be a waste to not use it. Paint stars on my roof. I love that idea, except I will get evicted. So I will keep that in mind for next time. I may want to turn down the alerts. You are absolutely correct. I was actually thinking of that, but I didn't know. Thank you so much for letting me know. Tell the landlord I'll look cool as fuck. You see, I would love to, except my landlord. Interruption, that was not me farting, that was the paint. The landlord is a money hungry, angry man, and I would not like to upset him. So, I apologize for not being able to paint stars on my wall or my ceiling. One day, that is my goal. Just a tad bit louder, okay? I mean, is this okay? Maybe. I think this is okay. Alerts.
Hey, listen.
Was that good? Thank you so much. When you care. Now we can test our sound alerts again. Thank you. I'm guessing X means no in your rules. Yes. X means no. Maybe I should have been more clear. I apologize. I gosh. Brazil is such a cool country. I think the people in Brazil is cool. I think I might be wrong. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not like stereotyping, but I think their skin looks gorgeous in the sun. Like absolutely stunning. Of course, all the skin tones look great in the sun. But there's something about Brazilians. They look so good in the sun. Thank you, ENG. Thank you so much. Welcome to stream. I will keep that in mind. This is one of my first ASMR stream. So please bear with me as we go through the scuff together. The scuff is actually pretty charming when I see it on other streams. But we'll see. Yes, it is a part of the streaming experience. The worldwide streaming experience. At least a couple things have to go wrong during a stream, or else you're not streaming. Are you actually streaming if you don't experience the scuff? Is the real question. Oh, true. The human behind it all. A tech support. ASMR writer. Thank you. It's nice to have people that are already professional to learn from. Hi, comrade. I am doing some ASMR while I make some arts and crafts for tomorrow. And we're having a blast. I might do this more often. This was supposed to be a November subathon goal, so that right now is more like a practice, but it's actually very enjoyable. Thank you so much for encouraging me to stream it. Sometimes I get very nervous and hesitant. So having people to encourage like you guys are such a big help. Yes, of course. We have to break something to uphold this tradition. Dropping paint on the ground. This is how I normally talk. Is it pretty similar to how I normally talk? I would say though.
Listen.
Hello, Ellie. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am more used to talking in a whisper tone or whisper voice because a part of my soft. But I quickly learned that I cannot survive in this world with a soft voice, and everyone kept telling me to speak up. So even if I had to strain my voice, I tried my best to speak louder. And now I feel like I'm in my roots, how I should be. Feel very comfortable. The paint goes on the canvas, not around you. You should ask my face after I'm done painting. I have paint all over me. I'm so glad it's not toxic paint. Wait, I actually don't know if it's toxic or not, but, as long as you believe it's not toxic, it won't be the cause of your death. Right? Right, guys? Send help. Make sure you hydrate. Oh, you are right. I should hydrate. Really? Honestly, this feels more comfortable for me, but it does feel like it's straining my voice a little bit. Probably because I'm not using a proper technique. You enjoy soft voices, but not so much on the practical side. Right? Maybe I am built for ASMR. The body can be a canvas if you're willing. 100%. I love body art. I actually know someone that does spray painting. Not spray painting, what's it called? The little spray can. I'm sorry, I don't remember what it's called, but they use these small sprays with that's attached to a metal like air container, and then you put ink in it and it spurts out ink. Yeah, whatever that is. He uses it to make body art and tattoos and stuff like that. I've helped him a couple times. It's very fun. Yeah, the word will come up sometime soon. I'm gonna drink a sip of water. I think that was more of a gulp. I didn't get one of those sippy cups. I probably should have. I have a water bottle next to me instead. I make somebody else a canvas, yeah. Who's willing?
Hey, listen.
Hello, Spirios. Thank you so much for the follow. Woof woof. Yeah, if any of you are willing to become my human canvas, I am accepting applications. Yeah, I swear, I just want to study human anatomy. I promise. I think I was too careful with my splattering. You have a lot of ideas for tattoo designs. Ooh. Do tell. Let me know of your tattoo designs. Having an idea is more important than the skills to draw, Because what if you have no ideas, but you can't draw like me? I'm a boss. Thank you so much for the follow. Woof, woof, woof. Henna ink? No, I don't think it's henna. It's like spray paint. Spray body paint, perhaps. Yeah, right. It's like a specific machine for it. Old VODs. Okay. Oh, sorry for that twitch. Okay. Like I said, I'm pretty new to this. But I'm so happy that you guys to be with me. You were That's pretty cool. Yes, yes. In my part-time job, I am also an art model. So, if you don't know, art models can be nude or clothed. I am a clothed model. I think being naked in front of people is a bit scary. Anyways, yeah, I am an art model. I haven't really told that many people this, but since we're on topic, yes, it honestly is more physically demanding than it appears. Hello, Yamisu Miso. Deyopo. I hope I said that correctly. Hi, thank you so much for the follow. I'm so glad you can make it here tonight. I'm gonna take another sip of water. Or should I say a gulp? It's a pretty reasonable fear. Have you ever had a dream where you're in a classroom naked? It's a pretty common dream, surprisingly. And you wake up really uncomfortable, like there's like I don't know, just an overall uncomfortable feeling when you wake up. Being the class model or practice mannequin for my hair and beauty class, so all the girls just put makeup on you. That sounds pretty fun. I would be a little bit scared to let someone else put makeup on me, because I know damn well they're gonna make me look like a clown. As a joke. I'm sure they're pretty good at makeup, but if I let my friends do my makeup, they're gonna give me a big red nose and call me a clown. I will not risk it for the biscuit. A magical sigil. Interesting. Oh, I think I've heard of that. I've seen some stuff with like, what's it called? Aquarius, Sagittarius. Oh, signs, yes. looks like a cursive A. Oh. Has it helped? Did you feel the effects of the protection? I think I'm quite spiritual myself. Whether it is about protecting your energy or the belief in a higher being, I think it's very plausible. And in terms of protection, I think it's just a necessary thing. You protect your body, you protect your mind, and you protect yourself spiritually. It might seem like a lot of work, but if you're under a lot of stress, it might be a good option to consider. I need my pencil. Draw a sketch before you ink, or just go straight into it. I usually draw a sketch. It sucks to stand around if it's cold and you can't just have a warm robe or anything. And you can't take a break unless the artist is done. Yes, that is what I mean by it being physically demanding. Art models should be applauded. I think it's amazing that they could be in this cold environment, which they should. They should provide you with a heater. I'm pretty sure that's something they need to do for your own sakes and for everything to go smoothly. Warm heater beside you is a must. Yes. It definitely helped at least feel the idea of being able to have agency over your own world. Yes, I agree. It definitely does feel like a sense of control.
Hey, listen!
When you can take your spirituality to sit. Face the thing you struggle with. That is okay. I also struggle with my faith sometimes. Juice squee. Sorry. Said that right too. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Hello. Spirituality is a personal journey, and there's a lot of misleading information out there just for people to get clout. So please be careful, my lovelies. A good way to know what is good or not. If you have good intuition, links are turned off in chat. However, you guys are all free to join our Discord channel and send your images in the media channel. It's a fun place for us to hang out and text each other when I'm not streaming. What your height vibes with, yes. Your heart, a lot of the times, will tell you where you should be. And That's right. Yeah. You're eating cereal. Okay, sounds perfect. Yeah. So, if that is what you're comfortable with, feel free to show us your sigil. Kind of wondering. I should have done this because I forgot the requirements of this artwork. Yet, because it's due tomorrow. Procrastination at its finest. We love it. I don't, but I was busy, so it's whatever. Yeah. That's also part of the human experience. Procrastination. Yeah, yeah, we love it. Time to draw a beetle. I don't draw beetles often, so it might prove difficult, but you can't get anything done if you don't try. So let us try. My stomach is rumbling. Someone did say that they can't hear, but I'm afraid it's gonna get louder as the time goes on. The title is pretty accurate. I am a hungry wolf. I'm so hungry right now. I barely ate dinner because I was streaming. And then, what do you know? I stream again because I miss you guys too much. Oh my gosh, are you a Sagittarius? I see it says arrow for the masculine or Sagittarian element. Me too. Yes. Sagittarius, unite. I don't know too much about signs and placements, but I do think they're cool. I don't think I've ever seen a beetle that well because I find bugs quite gross. They look cute from afar, like in a video where they're like waving at you or whatever. But if it's in front of me, it better be out of my vicinity in the 0.2 seconds that I see it, because I will scream and break the sound barrier. That was another tummy grumble. Grr. You're a Leo. Oh. I say oh as if I know something about it. But I don't. It's cool though. It's very cool. You don't come off as a Sagittarius. Really? I am. Yeah, I'm not that loud. I can be impulsive, but I'm pretty impulse control. Fiery. Could that count as my ambitions? Because I am one of the most ambitious people around. I love creating big projects that take half a year, a whole year to complete. Just like our re-debut with this model. And my first model where I made it myself. Hungry wolf. If you're not careful, I might bite you. I'm sorry, but I'm also not. I should warn you that I might just bite. Oh, it's not allowing me to scroll up chat. Please. Your auto balance is good. There's no stomach rumbling. Test tapping. Oh, thank you so much, Dale. That means a lot to me. You said the audio balance is good. There's no stomach rumbling. My voice is clear. And might have to test tapping. But he's confident that I will do good with a real ASMR stream. Oh, a menu. That is the most clever idea I've heard. Channel. Oh, that was not good. Me knocking over stuff. VTubing or other projects, yes. My first project with streaming was my model. My first Lunette model was drawn and rigged by me over the course of a half a year, I believe. I cannot be 100% sure, but it was an excruciating process that I loved very much because my model came out cute. Yes, and then my second project in terms of VTubing was this model. Although this model was made by two mamas shown in the credits below my stream and not by me. I did work super hard behind the scenes with overlays, and we have a background and process, the lore, etc., etc. So we also had planned a cover of Cupid 50/50, the English version, and also a original song that was supposed to come out with this debut. But some things were delayed and we were not able to post it on time. So we're still working on it now. And I hope that when it does come out in a couple months, you will be the first ones to hear it and tell me what you think. The challenges. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm really cells. I am not a tech savvy person. I plug and go. I know that's probably not the answer you were hoping to hear. However, I don't know what to say. I just plug it in and hope for the best. I just tweak things here and there. Is this asthma? Yes, asthma. If you have asthma, I will give you your breath. Or perhaps I'll take it away. Aha. Yes, optimize over time. My first ever mic was my headset mic. The same mic that is not working anymore, but it's the same headset. Lots of difficulty, lots of troubleshooting. I would not recommend you to get the Razer Kraken headset. I've seen some reviews and they tell the same thing. It's not amazing sometimes. And I am in desperate need of an upgrade. But we will see if that is possible after our birthday subathon in November. I've never observed the legs of insects that often, but I must say, they're much creepier close up. I'm glad that I don't have that good of an eyesight to see this close into a bug. I almost feel bad for you 20/20 visions. Cause damn, why are they hairy? It's like their whole body is hairless. And then their legs are just... oh, I don't know.
Hey, listen.
Whale 52 Blue, hi, thank you so much for the follow. Retrumi, hi. Welcome to stream. Are you my asthma because you take my breath away? Yes. I might be your asthma. I'm sorry. Do you want it back? I was gonna blow, but I don't want to blow it. What about this? Was that good? You had that one. Yes, the mic is just dog water. The Discord cannot capture any sound from it. I had to troubleshoot with plugins so much. I had to fiddle with audio settings on my PC, and it was so fragile. Yeah. I wish this is my only headset at the moment. Let me know if you have any good headset recommendations. As I said, I am in dire need of a new headset. One fateful day, I will get a new headset, and I can finally burn this one. Burn it to the ground. Never see it again. looks okay. I've learned that you need to practice life drawing as well as character art at the same time and like consecutively. You shouldn't stop to study the other because they really go hand in hand. And if you focus too much on realism, you will forget how to draw cartoonistically and simplified. It's a whole new skill that you have to learn. And I've been focusing a lot on cartoon art for like the past 6 months because I was working on assets for Lunette 2.0 debut. And I would reluctantly admit that my life drawing skills have taken a little dive. They're not bad. But I remember it being much better. Let's not be too harsh on ourselves. I'm sure the skills will come back to us the more we practice. They don't go bad over time. Yeah, that's true. Actually, the headset, I'm gonna shit on this mic again, I'm so sorry. So this headset, this Razer Kraken headset, I feel like the headset quality depleted, or hear me out, it was already bad from the beginning. Because when I play Valorant, where you need surround sound, I cannot hear footsteps. It might be just me, a curse on my end, where I break all my technologies. But personally, for this headset, I think it's the product issue, not I. And maybe I will still blame the headset, even if it was my fault, just to make me feel a little bit better. Condenser mics. Oh, I thought you were gonna say Among Us. That meme, that game, is just embedded into my brain 24/7. I read anything, like in a textbook, and it mentions amongst or Among Us. I'm like, Among Us? Sus. Someone vented. Professor vented. XX Natter Days, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you enjoy your stay. I don't know. Condenser mics. There's so many types of mics. Technology, there's too many. DIY or college radio types. Some headphones need specific software. I do have the software, it just doesn't work well. I will shit on it one last time. Guys, do not get the Razer Kraken headset. Even if the pink is tempting, get something else, spray paint your own. I don't care what it takes, just don't get it. I got it because it was pink, first of all, you can buy detachable cat ears. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm feeding into the e-girl stereotype, but I had to. Anyways, that's the reason I got it, but thank you, XX Natterdays, for the taxes. I'll gobble him up. Gobble, gobble up. Honestly, I don't even use the cat ears anymore. Cause it adds like fucking 2 pounds to my head every time I wear my headset. And we do not want to see a gamer dent. I repeat, I don't want a gamer head dent. Have you seen Tyler One's head? People were joking that he's gonna get a dent on his head, and it actually came true. New fear unlocked officially. Gaming headphones, bad for head. Cloud HyperX. You like Cloud HyperX? I was considering getting gaming earbuds. So if you guys have any good recommendations for gaming earbuds, that might be the way to prevent a gaming head dent. Yeah, it's pretty crappy. I know the cat ears are like even if I don't use it, I don't regret buying it because it's so damn cute. Let's say that I need to take a picture with my headset one day. I don't know for what. Maybe I will be an aesthetic e-girl one day. But it will come in useful. To become the ultimate e-kitten. Okay, that was not nice to say. I don't want to say that ever again. Not shaming any of you if you're an e-kitten. I can't see myself being that cutesy. I'm so bad with stuff like that. Exactly. You need gamer cat ears. Doesn't matter what gender you identify as. You need cat ears to complete your headset look. You'll be forever banished from the gaming community if you don't have cat ears. Kernaz 86 Plain Guy. Oh, do you know how to aviate? Is that what it's called? Thank you so much for the follow. I think his head might just feel like, I don't know. It's the gamer head dent curse, and I'm not about to fall into it. Anything it takes to prevent it would be a good investment. Not a licensed pilot, but you've been able to control one a few times. Hey, that is so cool. I refuse to get a driver's license because, first off, that's scary as fuck. Like, driving a vehicle, a metallic, huge vehicle, and the chance of me crashing is pretty high. So, for the sake of myself and those on the road, I will choose not to drive. And hey, there's a new term called a passenger princess. I live by that term now. I will be the definition of a passenger princess. Whatever it takes. No driving for me. Yeah, hello. Welcome to stream. Do you like elf ears? Oh my gosh, I saw these earbuds, these wireless earbuds that have elf ears. Have you seen those? Oh, that is so cute. I want one. I want one. You have it? No way. Oh my gosh. Care to share? I can have one ear. Maybe you can have the other. Eh? Good deal, don't you think? Oh my gosh. A great deal. Ride a plane. You know what? If I were to drive a vehicle, I always say that it would be one of those baby cars. Those look hella fun. That's the only vehicle I will drive. I refuse to drive anything else. Unless you want me to crash it. If you have a car and you need someone to crash it for insurance, I got you. You just can't tattletale that it was me. Someone just stole the car and crashed it into a tree. I'm sorry, man. I gotta get my money back. Sorry, that probably doesn't even make sense. I don't know how cars work. If you can actually get any benefits if you crash your car, it's probably the other way around. Drive a truck? No thank you. That's even more of a risk. The bigger the vehicle, the scarier it is. I can't ever see myself being that cutesy. 5 seconds later, I'm a passenger princess. Ain't no shame in being a passenger princess, alright? Like I said, it's for your sakes, and also mine. If you want to see another day, don't let me drive. Yup. Solid. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I will get a driver's license when I'm... Let's go with 50. The number always increases. It was like 30 before. I'm like, that's like a bit too early still. I don't know if I want to drive. Yeah, let's go with 50. How about that? Right? The thing is, it's such a hassle because you have to renew it like every, I don't know, 6 months or so. And you have to pay. I already have like not enough money to eat. How do you expect me to pay a car or a license? Gobble gobble. That's why I'm a hungry wolf. Yeah, I guess everyone usually gets used to it, huh? driving. Because I don't trust them. I don't know about you, but I don't trust them. They have barely lived out their lives. And they literally started driving like 2 years ago or something. I'm not risking it. Sephiros, thank you so much for paying your taxes. May your day be blessed and be tax-free in this economy. Darren, thank you for the taxes. You will now be tax-free for the rest of the stream. I cannot guarantee for next stream. It will expire every stream. So I recommend you to come back every stream to make sure you pay your taxes, or I'm coming for you. I'm coming to get ya. You love heights. What a rather odd statement. I've never heard of anyone that says they like heights. Yes, usually they don't mind heights. It's calming. Interesting. I would say, though, I do like those spinny chairs. When you go to an amusement park, they have those spinny chairs in the sky. I like those, even though it gets my heart pumping. They're pretty nice, especially during sunsets. Oh my gosh. Looking at the sky and being in the sky while watching a sunset. So nice. Knowing how to fly is pretty awesome. I bet. It sounds awesome. I just, like, it's something that I would never be able to do, and I think it's amazing for you to do that. They have a unique feeling, right? It's kind of like queasy butterflies in your stomach, but also this awe of a beautiful landscape that you see, or your cityscape. Very beautiful. Pale blue dot type of feeling. Interesting. Ferris wheels? No, they're like individual seats, and it kind of spins. I don't know. Do you know those, when you go to playground, there's like baby seats? Imagine that. So you're sitting in that, and you're stuck to a metal rope, that doesn't make sense, a metal, chain to a pole, and then you're being spun around. I hope that makes sense. Yes, you're in like a bench, an individual bench seat. Yes. Ferris wheels are okay. Actually, no, fuck Ferris wheels. Okay, Ferris wheels are fine as long as you trust whoever you go in there with, because the last time I went on a Ferris wheel, oh my gosh, the people that were with me were like trying to tease me and be like, oh, look at this, it's moving. I'm like about to throw punches. Like, if you don't sit down right now, then I'm gonna make you sit down by knocking you out. You know what I mean? Like, they swing way too much on the Ferris wheel. And the thing is, you're so high up in the air that you can't do anything. You can't get off. place ended up being closed, so we got some Roman candles and little fireworks and set them off instead. That is absolutely adorable. I'm so happy for you. Honestly, maybe that's better. Being on the ground, candles, and little fireworks. Yeah, I bet that was a memorable experience. And many more to come. I'm getting distracted. I'm done the beetle. If any of you sees this, I hope you don't say it looks like a dung beetle. I would literally cry. I haven't drawn any bugs before, but I think it came out pretty nice. Honestly. Okay. Let's do some ASMR of me ripping paper. Hello. Can you hear the pages? I don't know if it's too quiet. The sound of flipping pages. It sounds so sophisticated. Like knowledge. Yes, beautiful. Yes, beautiful. They're called swing rides. Swing rides. Yeah, that explains it pretty well. Let's glue some of these papers. Let's see. Just at the top of my head, I had to change the direction of what you can hear so that the ripping of the pages is not too loud. Aww, that's really sweet. Thanks for explaining it. I probably wouldn't have recognized it fast if you just wrote T4T. T4T, yes. Sweep me off my feet despite being 5 centimeters shorter and needing to get up on his tippy toes to smooch. You guys are the cutest. Absolutely adorable. I love looking at and hearing happy couples. It's just like the world is right, as it should be. deserves to be happy and loved. Even if you don't have a significant other, you deserve to be loved. By me, I will give you love. However, it might not be, well, as deep as romantic affection, but we try our best. I hope you feel loved in this depth of the night. As we chit-chat, finding solace in one another. That's beautiful. Right? It rocks. Rocks. Rocks sound funny. Okay. Pasting some newspaper pages onto cardstock for some collage effect. Cool. I love old papers because they have this brownish coffee tint to them. Gives it an organic feeling. Yes. Lots of love, everybody. Lots of love. I have a question for you all. Do you have trouble falling asleep? And what time is it? I'm kind of curious if I'm actually helping you fall asleep, or maybe I'm distracting you further, but in a good way. Oh, you took sleeping pills. Okay, yeah. Now you're all set. Beautiful. It's 3:22 p.m. in Korea. Korea. Oh my gosh. Do you speak Korean, perhaps? 안녕하세요. I'll be up regardless if you're here or not. Well, I guess I'm here, so it's helping somehow. Don't worry about it. You will learn pretty quick. Korea helps a lot to improve your Korean speaking skills. Unless you're shy, like me. But that's okay. Alright. I think these pages are looking nice. Let us continue. since you guys are pretty close, I think we can drop the properness. I don't know what it's called in English. The seniority, I believe. So we can say 사랑해. 사랑해. Yes, honorific. Thank you, thank you. Very easy. 사랑해. Oh my gosh, so cute. Do I speak multiple languages? Yes. I can speak English, of course. I can speak Korean.
Listen.
Haiken. Haiken, Haiken. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As I was saying, I can speak Korean. I've learned French for some time in my life. However, my skills are not that good. I can hold very slow conversational messages in French. And I've been interested in Japanese, so I have been making some efforts, though not much because I am busy. I've been making efforts to learn Japanese. Yes. Thank you, thank you. You only know English, so you're easily impressed. Don't worry about it. I think English is a very universal language, very well known. So a lot of the countries, if you were to visit, they can probably speak both in one way or another. So is Lunette a second language speaker? If you're asking if my first language is English or if it's another language, my first language was Korean, and then I learned English next, then French, and I'm now trying to learn Japanese on my free time. It makes it sound more impressive, but my French is not that good at all. Very basic level. And Japanese, I think my listening skills are pretty good, but my recollection of like holding up a conversation and stuff like that, not the best. Oh my gosh. Yes, I do have a lot of Chinese friends, and my best friend is actually Chinese, and she speaks Mandarin, so there was a time where I learned phrases from her that I cannot remember. It has escaped my brain. Tagalog is a fun language. I know, mahal kita.
Hey, listen.
Nagilol, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it so much. Good pronunciation. You like it? Oh, thank goodness. Dance, dance. Hi. Well, you speak fluent. Like I wouldn't have guessed second language English. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Well, at this point, I think I speak more English than Korean, which is possible positive and negative because I don't want to lose my Korean heritage. I need more Korean friends to speak Korean too, but somehow they're a little bit hard to come across. Yeah. And if anything, I feel very shy when I'm speaking Korean because I feel like they'll know when I mess up or if I pronounce something wrong. Since I spoke Korean when I was young, so my Korean is filled with random aegyo that I don't recognize. But like my pronunciation can sound a little bit more babyish. And I'm a little bit self-conscious of that. And I'm trying to be careful, right? But it does slip out. Might be because I don't know, feeling that self-consciousness. Or because I spoke Korean when I was so young. I used to remember. I still remember. Yeah, I still remember the days when I barely knew English. And then I was in this new place where there was English all around me. The transition was a little bit difficult, as you would guess. If you're from a different country and you immigrate to an English-speaking country. But my friends were very, very nice. They were pretty sweet to accept me as their own. And they liked my stuffed animal that I brought to class. Some things just never change. I still bring a stuffed animal to class sometimes. I will proudly show him off. A good thing to say when someone asks if you know Tagalog is Hindi, pero mariap. I wonder if I said that okay. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I would hate to mispronounce something in your language. So, I want to know a good way to say it. Yes. Damn, my beetle's looking like a cockroach. It's okay. Most insects look the same. It might be because I decided to make it a rainbow cockroach. Nope, not a cockroach. Rainbow beetle. You know, those shiny, silvery looking ones, yeah. He sound like him. Oh. Roach and beetle are not similar at all. What do you know? Huh? What do you know about my beetle and cockroach? Maybe this beetle wanted to be a cockroach. He can be whatever he wants. Yeah, actually taken quite a liking to learning how to say I love you in different languages. I love you. Sorry. I love you is a language in itself, right? Showing how much you love someone. And it's pretty useful. I would say though, there was a time when I got hit on and they didn't know much of English except for things like I love you and baby. And that was pretty easy to understand. So, if you know how to say I love you in a different language, it might help you out in the long run. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Lose entirely. You're right. I will never. Let's. Maybe. Ow, ow. Did I get hit by something? Okay. I will never fully lose Korean. It does scare me sometimes. Because I don't want to lose it. Even now, the way I hesitate when I speak, and how my thoughts are now in English, feels like I'm slowly losing it. As in, I'm losing my marbles, and also my ability to speak this very cool language. Fuckboyism crosses all borders, but with this genuineness. Whoa, 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 where is this coming from? Oh, hitting on someone with a language barrier is wild. I applaud their confidence. Except, I was basically being chased down. Because at some point, I was like, I'm so sorry, like, I have to go, right? And then because he was going the same direction as the way that I was trying to shelter from, he came up to me again and would not stop. It was funny, story-wise, but somewhat terrifying. Yes. He asked me to take a picture with him, a selfie, and I almost did it. Just because it'll be funny to look back on. But he wanted my phone number so that I can send him the picture. Like, sheesh. If I didn't know what he was trying to say, I'd have been like so dumb. Like, a selfie, okay. Yeah, it's just a little bit awkward. Beetle. Oh my gosh. Hi. PD Koi was also there when I just before. Actually, no. I was waiting for PD Koi. And then I got hit on. So yeah, he was there to experience it after it ended, actually. Yes, I am retelling the story. if you like it. I don't know. You're going to pet it back. Of course. Oh, no, I just got this horrid imagery of you biting the bug and then like blood gushing out of it. That probably didn't help. That probably didn't help. Good night. Please don't have dreams about bed bugs. You'll be okay. I'll be right here. If you need me. If you can't fall asleep, feel free to come back, but I'm sure you're gonna knock you out super, super fast. I'll see you next time. You're procrastinating. Do you mean you were procrastinating, so you're finishing it now? I'm on the same boat. I have to wake up pretty early tomorrow too. That is why we have coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. I'm actually like pretty bad at making coffee taste good. So, if you have any tips, I think you just have to try multiple times before you get the right combination, but I don't know, mine just tastes bad, like not really consumable. Something that you should probably think about before you consume. And it doesn't help that I'm lactose intolerant. Send help. What am I supposed to do? Put sugar and that's it. That's just. Now you're back asleep. Back awake. It's harder than it seems. You're right. It is harder than it seems. Definitely. I do think baristas are cool. I kind of want to try working at a bubble tea store. Just to see what it's like. Okay, low-key, I kind of just want to be that, like, cute barista girly at a bubble tea store. Or a cafe. Dream job. But my friends have told me that bubble tea places make you work like crazy. They're not getting paid enough, it seems. Oh, that sounds nice. There's lactose-free creamers. But it doesn't taste that good. What's it made out of? Almond milk. I cry. That's true. Yeah, cafes cafes are more open to the public. Anyone can be there. You can bring your whole family to a cafe. I also would like to open up a cafe. It seems so aesthetic, you know what I mean? I bet it's pretty stressful to own a cafe, but in my head, in my Delulu head, it seems like a great place. Oh, it's not like milk. Drink like other tip milk. I'm so sorry. Like goat milk. I guess they still have lactose in them, and that would be an issue. That would definitely be an issue. But otherwise, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I could drink any other, like, mammal milk. Because it's like lactate or something. Oh. You can make milk without lactose. And then make products out of it. I see. So there's other ways to go around it. Oh gosh, the people that drink just straight black coffee are a different breed. You must have been the strongest fucking sperm. I don't know why that's the first thing that came to mind, but like, you get what I mean, right? Like, imagine just drink straight up coffee without no creamer, no sugar, just basically an espresso shot. Y'all crazy. Like, actually. For milk drinks, you want a small, strong coffee. Mocha espresso, maybe Aero brush. I can't even say it. Nice milk. Lactose-free cow milk. Lactose-free cow milk? Excuse me. I've never heard of a lactose-free cow milk.
Hey, listen.
Oh my gosh. 황당한 변수. 왕밤빵. Thank you so much for the follow. You have a funny name. Thank you, thank you. Some of them taste good black. Okay, maybe it does depend on the beans. However, the ones that I've tried, they're too bitter. I cannot. Plant-based milks. Oh, we have a whole barista up in here. Oh my gosh, so much knowledge being spewed. dance. 안녕하세요. It's milk was removed so it's safe to feed your pets. Am I in the category of pets if I can't drink milk? That is a thought for another day. Please. I will not think of that again. Whoop whoop, I guess. Bow wow. Alright, give me like phrases to write on here. It can be anything. It can be like, hi. You know what? I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna say hi. I need like short one-word phrases. That's right. Hi. Very nice. Some shading. Excuse me, what? Swab the poop deck? What does that mean? What? Where's that quoted from? Well, you need to make... Yeah. It's like a cheesy thing pirates say. Really? Swab the poop deck. Oh! Pirates have a poop deck. You're telling me pirates have a poop deck? Wait, I've never thought of this before. Where do they shit? Where? Where do they poop? Actually, like, I guess they could just like go over the edge of the ship and like tell everyone, don't look. Do your business into the sea. That way it disappears from your sight. Or is it inside the ship, where possibly it will stink up like crazy? Right? There's no way someone has thought about this before. Someone in chat. You just heard it in movies. Ooey. Drinking black coffee straight, it has to be nice coffee. Oh, like a very expensive coffee so that you could taste all the flavors in it. Oh, damn. You went into detail. Should I read it? I'll read it. Just because you explained it. Not that it's gonna enter my brain and, the hamsters. They're gonna be confused. But I will read it. Because for anyone who is interested. For drinking black coffee straight, it has to be nice coffee. Light roasts genuinely taste fruity and cherryish, like Kenyan, Colombian, Guatemalan beans, etc. Whole different breed from medium roast and taste. Great when done with lighter extractions like filter or immersion. Pour over, French press, clever dripper. Do I sound professional by chance? Yes. Thank you. Clap. Appreciate it. I'm gonna write bug in the other one. Bug. The words that I've chosen to put in this masterpiece is beetle, bug, the word of sensitivity, beetle, bug, and high. Sophisticated words, I know. Look at my vocabulary. I read dictionaries. I eat dictionaries. feel so shy. 한국어 쓰고 싶은데요. 좀 부끄러워서 못하겠어요. 왠지 잘못 말할까봐. 잘못 말하기 싫어서. Korean sounds very relaxing. It does. It's a very nice language. I love languages. Sorry, that was loud. Thank you, Darren. Sometimes my giggling gets a little bit loud. Okay, what else can I say? Beetle, bug, hi, and let's see. What's a good word? What's a good word related to bugs and beetles? I literally can't think of anything else. What about what do beetles eat? Maybe that'll be helpful. Should I just say beetle again? Beetle number 2. Do you listen to other things in other languages? I have been watching some K-dramas. Sometimes I watch Japanese anime. I love anime. I have a list of some of my favorite anime in my about right under the stream. You have to scroll quite far back, but you can see some anime recommendations if you need any. And latte. I know exactly who you're talking about. I love Pomo. She's so cute. Oh my gosh. Yes, I love Pomo. I used to watch her pretty often. That's where I learned that there's different types of like roleplay ASMR. Some of my favorites are from Pomo. Yes. Let's see. I can't find anything in French, like a show or movie. Maybe I will watch Ratatouille in French once again. I did watch it once in not Japanese, in French. French. Yes, French. Yes. Let's see. English. English is pretty common, right? English. Do I watch anything in English? YouTube videos. Their content doesn't feel gross at all. Yes, it's very comforting, and something about it is very warm. I love this type of content. Okay, this might be like a hot take, and I'm not like bringing anyone down by trying to say this. I think everyone has their own style of ASMR, right? But there has been a surge of not safe for work ASMRists because an underground thing for a while, and then it suddenly blew up. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I do feel like there are some people that take advantage of this rise, and they kind of forget the origins of ASMR and the comfort and love that is nurtured in ASMR, I feel. And yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I didn't want to lean into anything sexual. Of course, there's like personal reasons, like I would feel very uncomfortable with something like that. But I don't know. I think I very much enjoy the classic, well thought out ASMR. Not safe for work is not thought out. That's not what I'm trying to say at all. There are some really good ones like Vox ASMR. Secret Watch, I do like him. Thank you so much, Milky Sloth, for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys all so, so much. Random movie to watch in French. Yeah, I mean, I only know Ratatouille in French. That's basically why. 90% of ASMR is on the front page for category on Twitch are not safe for work. Yes, it is an easy way to get followers, I feel, because people are driven by lust. Which, all the power to you. Lust is a powerful thing, right? And I think it's really cool to see these people do it. I guess it's just because I can't. Like, I don't know if I can do something like that. To an extent that I'm comfortable. I hope that makes sense. It's a bit disheartening being a fan before the boom of it. Yeah, right. Like, it genuinely sometimes feels like the original ASMR type has been drowned out by so much not safe for work. So I think it'd be nice to see more VTuber ASMRists that partake in say so ASMR, I guess, with tapping and comfort as their or voice, as their main way to do it. Yeah, but that's just my take. I do like some of my friends when they do those type of ASMRs, so I think this is just like a personal take than anything. ASMR's appeal for me has always been like relaxation and sleep. Yes, that is also how I feel. Hey, sorry, Vue9. I also hope I'm saying that correctly. Vue9, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you enjoy your stay in this comfy world. Even if not safe for ASMR is common, I do wish that it wasn't all ear-leaking loops. You're right. Having more thought out plot is pretty nice. Cause for Vox, the reason why I watched like a couple of his streams was because of the plot. Okay, like that makes me sound like I read what's the book, 50 Shades of Grey for the plot. Okay, like I guess I can't really say stuff, but like having the ambience, like creating a story, sound effects, I think are all part of audio ASMR roleplay.
Hey, listen.
Hi, thank so much for the follow. As Real HD. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi. Welcome. Yeah. There is room for creativity, and people are taking the easy way out of doing these lewdish sounds. And of course, Skylar, if you don't know, is one of my closest VTuber friends, and she puts so much effort into her videos and her ASMR streams. I'm so glad she's back on Twitch. And yeah, I think it's pretty respectable. But at the same, yeah. But like having those like storylines and stuff is pretty nice. It does take more effort and it can get tiring. But like it's nice to see, okay? Yeah. And like I keep prefacing and like saying that I don't mean to shade any not safe for work artists out there, because I know they're already going through a lot with people being mean to them. But as like sort of a constructive criticism and out of love, I think it'll be fun and more exciting to see more stuff going on. There's a lot you can do with this audio, I agree. I've seen some very like mind-blowing creativity of how they execute plot with the sound effects of just it's like an art form. And also I do listen to not safe for work audio ASMR stuff for fun, right? So I feel like it's not a totally based opinion, if that makes sense, because as an avid enjoyer, okay, I want to say avid because like, you know, yes, say so, but I need water. Oops, I'm so sorry, I hit the mic. I'm so thirsty. Yeah, as an enjoyer of not safe for work audio ASMR type of content, it just like feels very different on VTubing ASMR sometimes, which is a dumb platform. I, as an affiliate, I cannot say anything about that. I would say though positives, they have improved a lot over the years. Like sure, it's a bit slow, but they have been listening to some feedback and trying to be more relatable, trying to encourage more interaction with other streamers. Yeah, they added a bunch of stuff behind the scenes that would help us streamers, and I appreciate it so much. It makes things so much easier. Yes, I love Twitch. They're not holding me hostage, I swear. Misplaced in ASMR. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship, like always. Everything is quite a relationship. Well, guys, I have one last thing I have to do. I got distracted. Sometimes when I'm really into a conversation, I start moving my hands. AKA, I'm not doing work. I'm not doing work as I should be. It's already 3 AM, but it's okay. I am here for your pleasure, and your entertainment. Hi, Limit K. Hi, hi. Procrastinating together, right? There's this joy I feel in procrastinating with people. We're doing it together. I need white. I forgot the one thing that I actually. That's okay. I have to do that later. It's okay, it's okay. Do not panic. Do not panic. Dance. There's a JPG of Jeff Bezos pointing a gun at you, hidden in your overlit. How did you know? Twitch's discoverability of new streamers is great. Yeah, they made a lot of big changes that I appreciate greatly. I wonder if they changed their ways. I don't know. Something happened. Oh, I'm sure I'll go to sleep eventually. Smile. Yes, we will all eventually go to sleep, as we should. As we should. Oh wait, I totally read your name wrong earlier. Lil Mike Era, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm so happy that I was able to have the courage to stream this ASMR and meet all of you guys. And yeah, I'm just happy that we can discuss about our ASMR interests and what we look forward to in the future. Oh my gosh, look at my tail wagging. Happy tail wags. Little Mike, right? Little Mike. Lick Mike. Little Mike. Yes. Thank you for the follow. You might hate me, but I have 3 energy drinks. 3. Oh my gosh. Give me a sip. Give me a sip and I'll forgive you. Beetle. I need a word. I can't think of any word that's related to beetles and bugs. Should I just write hello? We have hello and hi. Oh, 네. 한국인 맞아요. 인사. 안녕하세요. 한국어가 조금 서툴어서 부끄러워요. 그래도 잘 봐주실 거죠? That is probably a concerning amount of caffeine. That is right. That's too much caffeine. 해외에 살고 계시나요? 네. 저 지금 캐나다에 살고 있어요. 캐나다. You want a whole stream of me speaking Korean? I don't know. But I won't have captions. Will you be able to understand me speaking Korean? Or I can speak Korean and then translate it to English right after. That is also a possibility. Thumbs up. I can't really get hyper from caffeine. I tend to either focus or sleep. Oh, caffeine helps you sleep. I did feel that effect sometimes, but because I don't drink caffeine at all, for the most part, except for tomorrow, because it's already 3 a.m. I feel very much impacted by caffeine. I could feel it in my bloodstream. And hopefully, I will be wide awake in tomorrow's work job thing. You would enjoy every second of it. Alright, alright. Korean redeem going full circle. You know what? I did add the Korean redeem, so feel free. It's only 400 moon coins. And if you don't know, moon coins are channel points that you can get while watching stream. I believe you get 300 moon coins per stream. No, I got distracted. 300 moon coins per hour of watching me stream. Paolo MG, thank you so much for the follow. I'll do a big gulp in honor of your follow. Delicious. Are you team Korean? Oh. Hold on. You redeemed it, but what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say in Korean? Doing some amount of translation tends to work pretty well from the bilingual streamers. That would also help you guys learn more Korean, right? And I get to practice my Korean. Sounds good. Depends on the person. I bleed caffeine. Please don't. Please don't bleed caffeine. I just like hearing it regardless if I understand or not. Okay? What should I say? Now I'm thinking. 지금 머리가 텅 비었어요. 비었어요. 뭐라 말할지 내 생각이 안 나네요. I mean, since you can't understand what I'm saying, I just said that my head is empty because I can't think of anything to say in Korean. Bam! Mission complete. I said something in Korean. Review of stream or something you did today. Okay, 오늘 제가 뭐 했죠? 일어나서 공부했어요. 와, 공부하다니. 네, 공부했어요. Archie, thank you so much for a gifted tier 1. Thank you. I appreciate you so very much. Archie is very nice. all the love to Archie. 네, 오늘 일어나서 늦게 일어났어요. I woke up late. 왜냐면 제가 알람 끄고 그냥 바로 다시 잤어요. I turned off my alarm and went straight back to sleep. 그리고 한 11시쯤에 일어나서 밥 먹고 계속 공부하다가 스트림하고 끝나고 스트림 끝내고 또 다시 스트림했어요. 심심하고 혼자 있는 게 싫어서 잘 말했나요? 괜찮은가요? So I basically said I studied after I woke up late, and then I streamed, stopped streaming, and then I streamed again because I was lonely, and I missed you guys. Yes. That is the story of today. Studying and streaming, that is all. I hope you're the fluent Korean speakers can understand what I'm saying. I mean, I bet you can understand, but like, I hope the grammar was okay. Thank you. Not adorable, but thank you. Alright, I got distracted again. Let us continue. The word that I've chosen to write is hello. There is no word in the vocabulary related to beetles other than bug. That might be because I am lacking sleep, or there is no other or. I am lacking sleep and my brain isn't working. I don't even know if I can think of anything like if I didn't lack sleep. The one thing that I thought of is leg. Yes, leg. I feel like going English to Korean mid-sentence makes your brain work. It does. It makes my brain work real good. Too hard for this late at night. Way too hard. Okay. Let's see. Let's use some crayons. Yes, hello. Hello there. What about you guys tell me about your days? How is today serving you? Or perhaps yesterday, because it's already in the AMs. trash day. That's the secret. Shh, don't tell anyone. The secret words of today. This is so fun. I'm gonna do this every week. Because I have to do this anyways. So might as well. Enjoy my time with you. And we're back. Welcome back, people. If you had the patience to watch through the ad, help me with the stream. So if it's not too painful, consider watching it through. And otherwise, if you don't feel like watching it through, you can also sub. That is an option, but you know, you don't have to. It's just me trying to advertise, but it like really bad. This is why I need my mod to say, hey, you guys should sub, instead of me saying anything. I feel I sound a little bit awkward sometimes. Oh my gosh, so cute. Maybe I will become fond of beetles after I finish this. Maybe I'll be a beetle lover. No, that's actually not happening. I cannot with bugs. They should probably leave my vicinity for their own sakes, as I don't know how long I can handle a bug in my presence. Eater. Super cute. 벌레 아니에요. 벌레 별로 안 좋아해요. 별로가 아니고 완전 안 좋아해요. 징그러워요. 벌레 너무 징그러워요. 좀 죽이기도 좀 어정쩡한. 왜냐면 죽이면은 이렇게 안에 게 다 나오잖아요. 안 돼. No. It's even a bit awkward to kill a bug because of the insides come out, and that grosses me out. Yes, the guts. 뭐지? What is guts in Korean? I think I know what intestines are. Yeah. 배 안에 있는 게 꽉 이렇게 나오는 게 너무 싫어요. 내장. Yeah. Like that. 내장. Perhaps. 피하고 이런 거 징그러워요. 나 대신 잡아줄 수 있어요. 잡아주세요. Please kill the bugs for me. I will be forever grateful. ones in light. Those ones, the size of your hand, they come out and rampage. Please don't. A moth, yes. My connection, Korean and English connection, is like E. It's like trying to call someone on the opposite side of the planet. Yes, Nabang. The moth is out to get ya. Please do not go out to your school at night. Thank you. I appreciate all your praise. Doggo likes praise. I think we're done. Are we done? Let's see. I might have to get some white crayon. I swear I brought some over, but I guess I didn't. I might have not. Well, thank you. Posture check. Let me check your shrimp postures. Stretch to the right. Stretch to the left. Stretch up. Stretch down. That feels much better. Yeah, gotta fix your posture. Okay, I think that's good. That is some good posture we have. Alright. I have a question. Quick question. Do you guys like late night streams? Or a stream that's a bit earlier? I guess because it's ASMR, it might be good to do in the AMs. But I am going to go insane if I stay up this late again. Oh my gosh. I have a plan. Save your sanity. Okay. I will save my sanity. And today we are going to share our love to the one and only Archie, who sent us a sub. Archie's been always nice. He commissioned an art piece from me. Just always very happy to see. And yeah, overall, really positive. So, I hope we can show him some love by spraying him, hosing him down with this emote. Something like this. So let us raid our fellow friend. You just came into Discord. Welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay. Wang pam pang. Okay. The raid has been made. Copy and paste the Lunette raid, and you can spam it in their chat. Alright. I love you guys. I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye. Toot toot.
What the heck?
Yeah, he's streaming. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Hey,
Lunette VT ASMR.
Oh my gosh, Darren, thank you so much for the follow.
I heard you got an asthma thing.
Alright, I'll see you guys next week.